And officially at 12:06, the tip is won by the Senators and Kalina Burdock. Lake Erie initially in a man-to-man. Dukes with the ball, and she'll turn it over about the free throw line. It'll be Lake Erie basketball, and that's the first turnover of the game for the Senators, who came in averaging 16.3 turnovers per contest. Missed layup there by Dawson, but Lake Erie's going to grab the rebound, and it will be Storm basketball.
Dawson actually came down with her own rebound there. It was a miss by 3 Senators, and she managed to go up and come back down with it.
Good jumper off the glass there by Sophie Sonneman, the junior post player, 6'1", out of Jamestown, Ohio, Greenview High School. Most of this Lake Erie squad from Ohio is layup off the bottom of the basket there. Lake Erie with the rebound quickly down the floor. That shot partially blocked by Kalina Burdock, and it'll be tied up. It'll stay with Lake Erie.
Speaking of partially blocked, an interesting statistic coming into this game is that Lake Erie is averaging 5.1 blocks a game, which is first in the conference, and the Senators only averaging 1 a game, which ranks dead last as of right now.
They've already got their one here early. Kayla Gabor with the basketball up top, dribbles inside. Then back to Sonneman, who will pull up jumper off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ashley West, and she'll be fouled on the way back up, and she'll go to the stripe. Shoot 2. That foul going on Aaliyah Dukes. It's her first foul of the contest and the first foul of the game overall for the Senators here in the first quarter. First free throw from West is good. Comes in averaging 75% from the stripe this season. She'll go 1 for 2, and the rebound coming down to Kaylee Wilburn after the shot too strong off the back of the iron. It's a 3-0 lead for Lake Erie. Jumper there just inside the three-point line, no good, a little strong. Rebound pulled down by Sonneman. Burdock still giving pressure on the ball. The rest of the Senators fall back to their man-to-man defense. Gabor with it, looks inside to Dawson. Back to Gabor, pulls up for jumper, and it's good. It's her first basket of the game for Kayla Gabor, the senior, averaging 19.5 points per contest coming in. Turner initially thought about a 3. Pulls down, ball worked inside and knocked out. It'll be Senators basketball with 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbound to Turner. Reset with Burdock up top. A little bit of isolation initially, now to Armstrong. Dribble catches her leg, she picks it up, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound bouncing around, falls to the hands of Kaylee Wilburn. Back to Dukes. Starts to drive in, turned and kicked out to Armstrong, then over to Burdock, who takes a step and turns the ball over, and I believe that's the second turnover of the game for the Senators.
Senators struggling coming out of the gate here. They've missed a couple shots.
Underway, if you've missed us and joined us late, Lake Erie out to a 5-0 lead on baskets from Gabor and Sonneman, and a free throw from West. Right now it's Chaddock with it. Inside to Dawson. Turns around, shot no good. West down with the rebound. Back out to Chaddock, who shot off the back of the iron and gets a nice roll for her first basket of the game. 7-0 Storm lead here early on from the McDonald Center in Elkins. Dukes with the basketball. She's going to drive, lays it up, and she gets the first basket of the game for D&E. Senior out of Clemson, South Carolina, averaging 14.5 points per contest through the first 7 games under Jason Asbell this season. West with the basketball. She'll drive, and she lays it up off the glass. Good. She's got 3 points here early on. Burdock quickly down the floor with the basketball. Back out top to Dukes. Initially fakes a pass to Armstrong and pulls up a 3. And Leah Dukes has got 5 points, all 5 of them for the Senators. She started strong about a week ago against AB. Right about this time, she hit a couple threes early on. And what was a very back-and-forth basketball game. Turnover there. Wilburn picks it up, gives it to Turner. Now the Senators bring it down the floor. Turner pulls up for 3. It's good. Sydney Turner hits the 3 off the assist from Kalina Burdock. And the Senators have cut this one back to a 1-point game. Lake Erie leads 9-8. 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. Shattuck with the basketball. Works inside. Sonneman will lay it up. It's good. Sonneman got her second field goal of the game. She's got 4 points to extend that Lake Erie lead to 3. Dukes calls for it in the corner. Pulls up a 3. It's good. Aaliyah Dukes, 2 3-pointers. 3 baskets so far. She's got 8 of the Senators' 11 points, and we've got a tie basketball game. Shattuck with the basketball. Works inside to Sonneman. It's back out to West. Picks up her dribble. Sonneman now over to Gabor in the corner. She drives in. Well, on the hand push up off the front of the iron. No good. Dukes comes down with the rebound, and she's quickly working the other direction for D&E. Turner over to Armstrong. Armstrong now driving in and works her way back out. Now finds Wilburn on an overhead pass off the front of the iron. No good. It'll go out of play. It'll be Senators basketball. There's a good look there from Nicole Armstrong to find Kayla Gabor. Just put it a little too far. Got her under the basket.
Just not enough on the pass. Or a little too much, I should say.
Dukes and Wilburn will get a rest as Alicia Roth and Jay Kilpatrick check in for the Senators. And Lake Erie will have Sarah Benner checking in as well as Megan Christensen. Kilpatrick will run down the basketball. Gets it into Armstrong. Now Burdock finds Kilpatrick. Resets and she'll be fouled. It's the first foul of the game for Lake Erie. And that one will go against Farrah Benner, who's just checked into the game. It's the first foul against the Storm. Burdock loses handle but gathers it before it rolls out of bounds. Finds Turner, who sets for 3 and now works it back to Burdock. She was being double teamed for the moment. Now out to Armstrong. Roth with an open 3 look. It's good. Alicia Roth with her first shot attempt of the game, and she's got a basket 3-pointer. And the Senators have a 14-11 lead. Gabor works it inside to Dawson, whose layup no good. She gets her own rebound, and she'll be fouled on the way back up. Looks like that foul will go against Sydney Turner, and that is against the senior out of Poquoson, Virginia. Her first foul of the contest, the second against the Senators here in the quarter. Dawson will go to the stripe. Shooting 60% from the free throw line this year. She'll make her first one. It's her first point of the contest. Looks like Sydney Snyder, the freshman out of New Enterprise, Pennsylvania, will check in for Sydney Turner. Now Dawson take her second free throw. It's good as well. Looks like we'll have another sub coming in. That one for Dawson. Lily Barrett out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Ottawa High School. Burdock brings the basketball up the floor. Armstrong with it now. Dribbling into the paint, then kicks it back out to Burdock. Over to Snyder now, Kilpatrick. She'll pull up a 3. It's off the left side of the iron, no good. And there'll be a foul on Nicole Armstrong. That one going against Megan Christensen. So Armstrong will pick up her first foul. It's the third foul against the Senators. 14-13 lead for D&E. That coming after a 7-0 start for Lake Erie. Snyder initially deflects the pass, but it'll go out of play off of her, so it'll be Lake Erie basketball under the basket. 19 seconds on the shot clock. It's kicked in. 3-point attempt off the front of the iron, no good from Benner. Basketball will go out off of the Senators. So a fresh shot clock for Lake Erie. Jordan Joseph works inside to Lily Barrett. Shot no good. This one will go out, and that one's going to go off the hands of Kayla Gabor. And it'll go the other direction in the favor of D&E. 2:40 on the clock remaining here in the first quarter. Burdock with the basketball inside to Armstrong. Cuts back. It's going to get knocked out of her hands by Benner. Then turned over. Well, it is going to be a turnover. A good effort there by Kalina Burdock. Eventually he's going to go off of Barrett. It'll be Senators basketball. From the far side of the gym, inbounded. Closely guarded was Burdock. Over to Kilpatrick. Burdock with it. We'll find Armstrong up top. Down into the wing with Roth into the corner. For Kilpatrick, she'll work her way back out. Burdock calling for it on the far side. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Kilpatrick still with it. She'll turn it over. It's going to be turned over. Stolen by Jordan Joseph. And then a great effort by Burdock to get a steal back on her. Burdock passes to Armstrong. Back out to Kilpatrick. Fakes the three. Drives inside. Lays it off to Alicia Roth. And she'll be fouled by Lily Barrett. It's Barrett's first foul of the game. The second against Lake Erie. And Alicia Roth will go to the line. 83% free throw shooter. And she'll make the first one. Checking back into the game is Sophie Sonneman and Josie Chaddock. Roth's second free throw is good. She's got 5 points. Surpassing her season average. The Oakland, Maryland native coming in with 3.2 points per game. Burdock gets a hand in, knocks the ball away, but Sonneman's able to maintain it for Lake Erie, and that one's stripped out of the hands of Jordan Joseph. She was going to the line. Won't be a shot block. Did not get her hands up. Lake Erie basketball, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Jordan Joseph with it up top to Chaddock. And Christensen driving in. She'll pull up a long jumper, no good. Barrett gets the rebound, and she goes back up. And she'll be fouled on the way up. That one going against Sydney Snyder. Fourth foul for D&E. So any more fouls from the Senators, and Lake Erie will be shooting the rest of the way over the final 78 seconds. Barrett misses the first free throw, no good. Turner's going to check in. She'll come into the game for Sydney Snyder. And Jemiah Johnson will also check in. Johnson will make her first appearance, coming in for Alicia Roth, and at the same time, Teresa Lepore will check in for the Storm. Lepore out of Johannesburg, South Africa. Lily Barrett will make her second free throw. It's a 16-14 basketball game. Kilpatrick pulls up a quick three off the back of the iron, no good. And Lepore will pull down the rebound for Lake Erie. Joseph with the basketball. Up to Chaddock. Lepore back to Chaddock, down to Joseph. Works it inside to Sonneman. Unable to make any headway, and Joseph will have to reset back up top. Her pass High, Lepore able to corral it. 3 on the shot clock. Joseph's three-pointer no good, too strong. Barrett will pull down the rebound. She'll be fouled. That foul going against Nicole Armstrong. It's her second, and it's the 5th. So even though it wasn't shooting, Barrett will head to the line for 2. First one off the front of the iron, back, and the roll unkind. Dukes and Kaylee Wilburn will check back in. Second free throw from Lily Barrett is good. She's 2 for 4 on the afternoon, coming in shooting 40% from the stripe. Works inside to Jemiah Johnson, and her shot no good, but she'll be fouled on the play. That foul going on Josie Chaddock. It's her first and the 3rd team foul. Johnson will go to the line, shooting 2. 69% free throw shooter coming into the contest. She'll make her first one here. Johnson was named the Senators Female Spotlight Athlete of the Week following a double-double performance against AB. She averaged a double-double coming off the bench in just 23 total minutes. She'll miss the second free throw, no good. Wilburn lays it up, and it gets a nice roll, falls for her first basket of the game, and the Senators extend their lead to 19-15. Lake Erie with the basketball. Lepore works in. Barrett shot no good. Rebound comes down. Lake Erie still has it. Pass from Lepore is knocked away by Burdick. She goes quickly the other direction. Layup is no good. And a great defensive effort by Josie Chaddock to get back and contest it. It was before.
With 12-6 ratio, and a big key to that is offensive rebounds. Is Lake Erie's coming to 8 already in the first quarter, while the Senators only have 3. So it started the second quarter here. Senators are up 19-15 and have the ball.
Dukes with it, works inside with Jemiah Johnson, and that pass going to be knocked away, and a good job by Christine Dawson to keep it in play for Lake Erie, and they'll work the other direction. That ball stripped away, but they're going to call a foul against the Senators. That one going against Johnson. Her first foul in the first for D&E here in the second quarter. Works inside, jumper from Sonneman, too strong off the back of the iron, and Jemiah Johnson pulls down the rebound. Burdick driving down the left side. Her shot will be blocked by Sonneman.
And that shows the great length that's on this Lake Erie team. When you come across their roster, they're averaging a good bit taller than D&E is right now. And it shows with blocks and rebounds.
Turner with the basketball. Up to Dukes. They're going to call a travel there, so it'll be Lake Erie basketball. You mentioned the rebounds. Lake Erie currently out-rebounding the Senators 12-8. D&E shooting 46% from the field. Lake Erie 31%. Senators are also 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Lake Erie just 0 for 2. That one worked inside to Gabor. A good feed, and Gabor's got her second basket of the game. Pass is going to go off of Wilburn's hands and out of play, so another turnover for the Senators, and Jay Kilpatrick will check back in for Aaliyah Dukes. Those rebound margin 12-8 as Lake Erie with 9 second chance points, D&E with 5. Chaddock picked up her dribble and took an extra step, and it'll be another turnover for Lake Erie and hands right back to the Senators. Megan Christensen will check in for Lake Erie at the next whistle. Burdock bringing the basketball up, works into the lane, kicks it out to Kilpatrick. She'll pull up for a mid-range jumper, too strong. Jemiah Johnson there with the rebound, and she'll follow through with her first basket of the game. She's got 3 points. Three-point effort from Kayla Gabor is good, and that's the first three for Lake Erie of the contest. Gabor shooting 43% from behind the arc this season. Kilpatrick with the basketball. Coming off the screen, that one's deflected. Pass ahead to Ashley West. Unable to get the layup, but then the rebound. A good job by Gabor to follow it up. She'll be fouled, and she'll go to the stripe. Foul's going to go on Jay Kilpatrick. Her first, second team foul. And Gabor will take her first free throw attempts of the afternoon. First one is good for the senior, who's averaging 86% from the stripe this year. Gabor's second is good as well. She's got 9 points, and Lake Erie has a 22-21 lead. That pass out of play. Turner unable to get to it, and it'll be another turnover for the Senators. Jordan Joseph will check back in for Josie Chaddock. And the sophomore guard will take the inbound pass. Works inside. Solomon. Jumper no good. Turner with the rebound. Burdock quickly working up the floor. Back to Turner. She'll pull up for three. Off the front of the iron, no good. She'll get her own rebound. Jumper no good. That one's blocked by Dawson, who's unable to corral the rebound. Goes out off of her, and it'll be Senators basketball. Reset shot clock, 30 seconds. Johnson has to readjust her shoe. Light delay. Don't necessarily agree with the shot clock reset. Kilpatrick for three, it's no good. It's a moot point at this one. Jordan Joseph with the rebound. She'll work the other direction. Sonoman's layup no good. Dawson gets the rebound. Her layup no good as well. And then there's going to be a foul on Jordan Joseph, her first of the game. First team foul against Lake Erie here in the second quarter. Brianna Bauer will check in for the Storm, as well as Lily Barrett. Lake Erie leads 22-21, 6:45 to go here in the first half. Wilburn with the basketball. Closely guarded, and it's going to be stripped away by Brianna Bauer. And they'll work the other direction. Joseph with it. Out to Christensen, who pulls up for three off the back of the iron, no good. Kilpatrick unable to control the rebound. And it falls to the hands of Bauer. And Lake Erie will get another crack at it. Gabor works inside to Bauer.
It seems that every time Lake Erie takes a shot and misses, they're getting their own board. Their second chance points is really hurting the Senators at this point.
Christensen with the basketball, now up top to Joseph as they reset a 10 on the shot clock. That pass a little strong and high for Bauer from Christensen, and it'll go out of play. It's the seventh turnover for Lake Erie. The Senators have 10. Lake Erie has 8 points off of those turnovers. D&E with 7 points off of turnovers in the contest. Turner kicks it over to the corner. Wilburn, who drive in. We call arm bar and the foul going against Brianna Bauer. It's her first foul, second foul. against Lake Erie here in the second quarter. Dukes will check in for Jay Kilpatrick. Clemson, South Carolina native, will inbound the basketball.
There is a foul called on the play. Foul on
Jemiah Johnson. So it'll be a turnover against Johnson and a foul.
Lake Erie comes back the other way with the ball. Jordan bringing it up court. Quick out to Gabor. Back over to Jordan. Jordan drives. But it is stolen by Johnson, so there's a turnover. Almost stolen again by Gabor, but Senators have the ball. Burdock's bringing it up court.
Turner now with it. Her pass knocked away. And a good job there by Christensen to scoop out a play. Dukes was trying to play a shield, and it's going to result in 2 points for Kayla Gabor. Dukes was trying to shield the ball out, something you normally see in soccer, instead of just grabbing it. And a great job by Christensen to get around her and poke it, keep it in play. And Lake Erie gets 2 points off of it. And now another Senators turnover. Now 4:48. Head coach Jason Asbell is going to call another timeout. Final Center head coach Jason Asbell with another timeout. He's had to call 2 thus far. First one came after a 7-0 start for Lake Erie. Senators bounced back to take a 19-15 lead after the first quarter. But since then, it's been a 9-2 run for Lake Erie. Shot too strong off the backboard, but the rebound's going to come down. Gabor will control it. She's got the basketball back, works inside for Barrett, knocked away. Shattuck's able to recover, out to Christensen for a 3. It's good. Christensen's got her first basket of the basketball game. Lake Erie extends their lead to 27-21. Dukes with the basketball, drives in, too strong. It'll go out off of Gabor. It'll be Senators basketball with 12 seconds to go on the shot clock as it did not touch the rim. Dukes will inbound it. Kayla Yurgo checked into the game after the timeout. And she'll pull up for 3 here off the back of the iron, no good. And it's the other direction for Josie Shattuck. Gabor will pull up for 3. It's off the front of the iron. Burdock pulled it down. She works it ahead to Dukes. Mishandles it and then fouled by Shattuck going up for the layup. That'll be Shattuck's second foul. Third foul against the Storm here in the second quarter. Dukes had 8 points to help Senators come back from that 7-0 deficit to start the contest. She gets a free throw here as Dawson will check in. Duke's second free throw off the back of the iron, no good. Shattuck comes down with the rebound after Armstrong initially knocked it out. Storm work inside. Shattuck with it, jumper no good, missed to the left. Dukes comes down with the rebound and quickly running the other direction. Pass deflected, but gets to Turner, who's got it up the top. Armstrong with it on the far side of the floor. And they'll reset back up top with Burdock. Burdock drives in, kicks out to Armstrong for 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. Turner is going to pull down the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Brianna Bauer. It's her second foul and the 4th for the Storm here in the second quarter. So any more fouls for them, and D&E will be shooting. Dukes works it inside to Yurgo.
It was Yurgo.
Initially I said Yurgo, and then I wanted to check myself. That one goes out. Will be Senators basketball. West will come back in. Ashley West has got 3 points, and she'll take Brianna Bauer's spot. Dukes will inbound it. That one to Yorgo and knocked out of play. Jordan Joseph will now check in for Lake Erie. Dukes inbounds it to Armstrong. Burdock, Turner, now Dukes working around the arc. She'll drive in before the foul and arm bar called. It's going to go on Ashley West. It's her first, but it's the 5th against Lake Erie, so Dukes will be shooting either way. Dukes 1 for 2 earlier from the stripe. 83% free throw shooter on the year. She's going to miss that one. And checking in will be Casey Johnson. She'll replace Kayla Yorgo. It's her first action of the day, the junior out of Randallstown, Maryland. Dukes' second free throw is good. Cuts the Senators' deficit to 4. Lake Erie leads 27-23, 2:40 to go. Ball worked inside to Dawson. Tight coverage. She's able to get away to Jordan Joseph. Kayla Gabor with the basketball. Moves around. West throws it in. Shot from Dawson's no good. And they're going to call a foul on Kayla Gabor. So Gabor with the foul on Turner, trying to pull down the rebound, and since no possession, that means Turner will go to the line to shoot 2. Turner makes the first one. It's her fourth point of the basketball game. Just the 1-3 to this point. She's 2 for 2 from the stripe. She's got 5 points. And now the Senators trail just by 2, 27-25.
I'll tell you what, it sure was quiet during that free throw. The crowd's not very big here.
Kayla Gabor with the basketball. Lays it up for her 5th field goal of the game. This game falling on the break. Finals earlier this week. The majority of the students have left Elkins, except for a very good student staff that stuck behind to help work this game to bring it to you today. Turnover there from Casey Johnson inside. She'll get up and she'll foul Kayla Gabor. That's Casey Johnson's first foul. It's the 4th team foul against the Senators here in the second quarter. 90 seconds to go. Lake Erie leads 29-25. Long 2 from West, no good. Dawson brings down the rebound. Kicks it into Joseph, who drives, lays it up off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Dukes, and she'll work quickly the other direction. 2 on 3, so she'll just pull up a 3-pointer. Off the side of the iron, no good. Dawson gets the rebound. Now Gabor pulls up a 3, and it's good. Kayla Gabor, her second 3 of the game, has given Lake Erie a 32-25 lead. Sydney Turner will pull up for 3. That one's too strong, doesn't hit the rim. Dawson will pull it down. Now Joseph for 3 from the corner. Off the front of the iron, no good. Burdock gets the rebound. She'll work it up the floor. Pass everyone except for Gabor. She'll lay it up. A good effort from Kalina Burdock to get around Kayla Gabor. That's Burdock's first points of the basketball game. She's averaged 11.1 coming in. Not much difference between the shot clock and game clock. You see Lake Erie drowning it out. Effectively will have the final shot here Works inside. West will get a layup and an easy basket from Ashley West for Lake Erie. They'll take a 34 conference basketball game. Getting underway with the second half, and Kalina Burdock will take the inbounds pass. Lake Erie leads 34-27 following a second quarter in which the Storm outscored the Senators 19-8. Wilburn with the basketball. She'll drive in. Lays it up, and it's good. Nice little floater falls in for Kaylee Wilburn, her second basket of the game. She's got 4 points. Coming in, averaging almost 11 points per game. And I'll call a turnover here on Kayla Gabor. That's the 9th turnover for Lake Erie. In the first half, D&E had 13 turnovers. The Storm had 8. Lake Erie converted that to 13 points off of those turnovers. One of the big reasons they took a second quarter lead. Sydney Turner with a big 3. That's her second 3 of the game. She's got 8 points and has cut this deficit to just 2. Right now, it appears that halftime talk from head coach Jason Asbell has started things up a little bit better for the Senators here in the second half. Good pressure and a couple quick baskets for D&E. Lake Erie inbounds the basketball. 11 on the shot clock. West with it, works inside to Dawson. Dawson turns around, lays it off the glass, and good. Good job there by Christine Dawson to find some space. It's her 4th point of the basketball game. Burdock works inside, stops at the free throw line, kicks it back out to Turner. Hands off to Dukes, and now back to Burdock up top. Works from Armstrong down to Turner in the corner. Into Wilburn. Wilburn unable to find space, kicks it out to Turner for 3. Good. Sydney Turner hits her second 3. She's got 11 points. Second 3 of the half, excuse me. Third 3 of the game. Dawson will turn that one around and lay it in. Extends that Lake Erie lead back out to 3. Turnover there from Armstrong. Dawson's got it. She stops about mid-court. Cross-court pass up to Kayla Gabor, who lays it in. That's her 7th basket of the game. 5 from inside, 2 3-pointers. He rolls 2 points from the stripe. Dukes' shot is blocked by Dawson. She dribbles as she falls to the floor, lays it off to Gabor, and then Burdock comes in and strips it away, but she'll be called with the foul. It's her first foul of the game, and it's the first foul of this third quarter. I'll say Gabor was in the shooting motion, so she'll have 2 free throw attempts. 2 for 2 in the first half, and she'll make her third here. And she'll make the 4th, and that extends Lake Erie's lead out to 7, 42-35. Dukes works down to Burdock in the corner. She'll work it back out. Inside, a long 2 shot off the front of the iron, no good. It falls in the hands of Ashley West. Quickly working the other direction. Bounce pass over to Kayla Gabor, and she lays it in for the basket. Lake Erie with their largest lead at 9 points. Wilburn will be fouled on her shot attempt. That foul going against Christine Dawson. It's Dawson's first foul of the contest. So Wilburn will go to the line, the junior out of Indianapolis, Indiana, shooting 68% from the stripe. She makes that one. Now she'll shoot a second. This one off the front of the iron, no good. Dawson down with the rebound. Shattuck will put up a shot off the front of the iron, no good. Burdock pulls down the rebound, quickly working the other direction. Had Dukes ahead of her, unable to get it to her. Now finds Turner. Turner finds Dukes inside. Hands it off to Burdock. Picks up her dribble, back to Dukes, thinks about a three. Closely guarded by Shattuck. Now finds Burdock down in the corner. She's going to drive into the lane, no good. That one blocked on the way up. Lake Erie basketball quickly the other direction. West with it. She'll work back out to Shattuck. Inside to Sonneman. Dawson with it. West back into Sonneman. Turnaround jumper, no good. Dukes down with the rebound. Dukes with the basketball. She'll pull up for three. It's good. Aaliyah Dukes with her third three-pointer of the contest. She's got 13 points. And Jay Kilpatrick will check in as that ball got away. So with the dead ball, they'll allow subs in. Jordan Joseph will also check in as Kalina Burdock and Josie Shattuck come off the floor for D&E and Lake Erie, respectively. Joseph will bring up the basketball. 0 for 3 in the game, 2 rebounds. Coming off the bench in the first half. West now inside to Dawson. Dawson turn around and it's good. Christine Dawson's got her 8th point of the basketball game with that one. And the Senators are going to quickly turn it over the other direction. And some of the same mistakes that we saw from D&E in the first half. Appearing again, Jemiah Johnson will check into the game, as well as Lily Barrett. (46-39), 5:11 to go in the third quarter. Joseph with the basketball for Lake Erie. Finds Dawson. Dawson will be fouled by Jemiah Johnson on the way up. That's Johnson's third foul, and it's the second team foul against the Senators. Dawson will go to the stripe. She's 2 for 2 in her free throw attempts today. But with the clock at exactly 5 minutes, we'll take a media timeout. We'll be back in just. We welcome you back to the McDonald Center. Christine Dawson set for 2 free throws. She's got 8 points, make it 9 as she sinks the first one. Dawson 9 points, 8 rebounds. That one's going to go off the back of the iron in the backboard. Catching that little crease, and it falls nicely for Turner. And the Senators are working the other direction. Armstrong with the basketball, up to Turner up top. Now Jay Kilpatrick working down the wing and into the corner. Dukes leaves the corner to the other side. They find Dukes. Unable to get a good look, so it works out to Kilpatrick, who drives into the paint. As she turns around, they're going to call a travel on her. So no basket from Aaliyah Dukes, although she did hit that three. Jordan Joseph will bring up the basketball. Closely guarded by Kilpatrick. Joseph's going to lay it in the basket. Great individual effort from Jordan Joseph. Her first basket of the game. And that foul will go against Jay Kilpatrick. It's her second and the third team foul. So Joseph, who averages just 2.4 points per game, has a chance to surpass that with this free throw attempt. 86% on the season. And it'll go up a little bit as she gets a nice bounce. That one rattling between the rim and the backboard before falling in to give Lake Erie 50 points. That pass deflected out of play, so it'll be Senators basketball with 22 on the shot clock. 50-39. It's the largest lead of the game for either team. And they're going to call a foul on Lily Barrett. the second Lake Erie foul of the quarter, so it'll just move, reset its shot clock, and it'll move the inbounds pass underneath. Johnson will inbound it to Dukes, who quickly gets it back to Johnson. Turn around, and the layup off the glass is good. She's got 5 points to go along with 2 rebounds in the contest. Kilpatrick closely guarded. Joseph picked up the basketball and then is going to give a foul against Joseph, leaning into Kilpatrick. So it's the third team foul for Lake Erie, the second foul against Joseph, and the Storm will have a couple check-in as Chaddock and Megan Christensen will come in for Joseph and Lily Barrett. It'll be Senators basketball at mid-court. Patrick with it, Chaddock guarding her. Finds Johnson open inside and over the back foul from Christine Dawson on Johnson's layup. That will be Dawson's second foul. And Jemiah Johnson will go to the line. Johnson, a freshman out of Williamsburg, Virginia, Jamestown High School. She's going to miss her first free throw here. 1 for 3 from the stripe so far. Comes in shooting 69% from the free throw line. Second one is good. She's got 6 points. And the Senators trail 50-42 with 3:40 to go. Chaddock finds West. West drives in, and the layup no good, but she'll be fouled on the way up. That foul is going to go against Jemiah Johnson. That's Jemiah Johnson's 4th foul here in the third quarter, so she is in foul trouble. It looks as though Kayla Yorgo will come in. West misses the front end of her 2 free throws. Yorgo does check into the game. Johnson will likely be sitting for the remainder of the quarter at least. West will make her second free throw attempt. She's got 6 points. So Patrick picks up her dribble, finds Turner. They work it down through Dukes into Armstrong, who now driving into the paint, kicks it back out to Dukes, who pulls up for 3. It's good. Aaliyah Dukes for 3. That's her 4th three-pointer of the game. She's got 16 points. Three-pointer here at the other end by Christensen, no good. Rebound pulled down by Josie Chaddock. Megan Christensen with it, finds Dawson. She now drives in the paint, but they're going to say she travels. And with that, Kaylee Wilburn will check in. Aaliyah Dukes with 16 points. She leads the Senators. Kayla Gabor, 22 points, leads all scorers. There's Sydney Turner also has 11. Those are the only 3 in double digits with 2:50 to go here in the third. Lake Erie with a 6-point lead. Wilburn with it. Into Dawson. It gets stripped away from her. Christensen gets a hold of it and is able to push it on to Chaddock, who's quickly working the other direction. And she good pass to West, but misses the layup. Rebound from Dawson, and it's going to be a Lake Erie timeout. 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Lake Erie leads 51-45. There's 27 seconds on the shot clock as Kayla Gabor inbounds the basketball. Works back to Gabor. Drives in, pulls up her dribble. Pass nearly swiped away by Jay Kilpatrick, but it's worked over to Josie Chaddock for a long 2. That's her second basket of the game. She's got 4 points. Coming in, averaging 12.8. The Senators have kept some of the leading scorers down, but right now, Kayla Gabor the only one surpassing that mark. Layup no good from Wilburn. They're going to call a foul on Kilpatrick here. It's her third foul, and it's the 15th foul. So it will be 2 shots for Lake Erie and Josie Chaddock. Chaddock will miss the first free throw. It's her first attempt of the night. Shooting 73% coming into the contest. Second one is good. She's got 5 points. And has opened up that Lake Erie lead back to 9. Wilburn with the basketball. Finds Kilpatrick up top. Pass inside for Yurgo is picked off by Dawson. And Lake Erie will work the other direction. Gabor with it. Over to Chaddock. A long 2 is good. Josie Chaddock's got her third basket. Just as I said, the Senators have contained her. She's got 3 points in the last couple of trips down the floor. Dukes with the basketball. Inside to Wilburn. Drives the paint. Kicks out the Turner. They'll call a foul. That one's going to be on Sophie Sonneman. It's her first foul of the game. It's the 5th foul for Lake Erie. So Kaylee Wilburn will shoot 2, and she'll miss the first one. Wilburn has struggled from the stripe today, just 1 for 3. Farrah Benner checks in for Lake Erie as Wilburn will make her second free throw. She's got 6 points. It's 56-46. Lake Erie leads. Benner with it, off to Chaddock. West finds Benner on the far side of the floor. She drives in, and a good pass to find Dawson in the paint for the basket. Dawson reaches double figures. She's got 11 now. 1 rebound shy of the double-double.
Coming into this game, too, Dawson's averaging about 9 points a game and 10 boards against her. She's right on pace to where she's been all season.
Pass initially knocked away, and it'll go off of Turner out of play, so it'll be a Senators turnover. That's number 19 of the game. 19 turnovers in the first 18. Lake Erie has 23 points off of them.
Coming into this game, he's only averaging about 16 turnovers a game. So just now coming into the third quarter, they're well above that average.
Lake Erie, too, are 16-point career turnovers out of their opponents coming into the contest this afternoon. 3-point Benner off the front of the iron, straight back. So the foul on Kayla Wilburn. Sonneman gets the basket. She'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Try to extend that lead even farther up to 14. It's the largest lead of the game. 7 seconds to go. Free throws are good. Turner's got her basketball. Centers on it quickly. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The game clock. Shot is blocked. Kilpatrick shot blocked by Chaddock. He does not get a shot off in time. So at the end of the third quarter, Lake Erie leads 6. We'll start things off here in the fourth quarter. They lead by 14, the largest lead of the game. That one acquired with the last basket of the third. Simon with it, out to Chaddock. Finds West in the corner on the far side. Back to Chaddock. West coming off the screen, works into the paint, a long jumper off the glass, and good. Ashley West with her third basket of the game. She's got 8 points. That lead grows to 16.
Dukes with the basketball. Trying to call everyone off. Lake Erie in a zone. Three-pointer from Sydney Turner is good. That's her fourth career. She's got 14 points. Comes in averaging 9.5 points a game. Dawson with it. She'll lay in, and it's going to be a foul on Kayla Gabor. So Dawson with the basket. It's her fifth of the game. She's got 13 points with the chance to add to it. Gabor picks up her first foul of the contest. And it's the first foul here in the fourth quarter. Dawson's free throw in and out, no good. Still that rebound shy of a double-double here this afternoon. A three-point attempt from Sydney Snyder, no good. Dawson gets the rebound, so just as I say it, she picks it up. Quickly the other direction. Chaddock lays it off for West. The layup, no good. Yurgo pulls down the rebound. Kilpatrick to Dukes. Out to Snyder. Kilpatrick with it up top, finds Turner. Looks at a three, then works away. Now finds Snyder down the wing, who gets it to Yurgo. Shot up, no good, but it'll be a foul on Christine Dawson. It's her third. For Lake Erie, Dawson has three, and then a handful with two fouls. The Senators, Jemiah Johnson with four. She's on the bench. Jay Kilpatrick has three. Nicole Armstrong with two. Everybody else with one. Yurgo will make that free throw to remain perfect on the year.
You can see some subs here for the Senators until Patrick comes out and Burdock comes back onto the floor.
Call out the broadcasting jinx as Yurok's second free throw too strong. Lake Erie with the basketball. They lead by 14. West has it. Finds Dawson. Over to Chaddock. Shot from the elbow, no good. But Dawson pulls down the rebound. It's her 11th. Chaddock finds Dawson. Over to Gabor in the corner. Back out. West now cross-court pass to Gabor. Shot up and good. Kayla Gabor has got 9 field goals in the game, 24 points. They're going to call a turnover here on Aaliyah Dukes. So Aaliyah Dukes picks up her second foul of the game, second team foul for the Senators here in the quarter. And that is the 21st turnover for D&E. Dawson with it down in the corner. Jumper too strong, no good. Doesn't hit the rim. Dawson will get the rebound, throws it off Jemiah Johnson, and then crashes in to the basket. A good effort there. Shot clock will stay at 13 with no real possession. Oh, no, now they're going to reset it, saying
we'll be back here inside the McDonald Center. Started midway through the fourth quarter, 7:13 to go. Lake Erie has the ball inbounding here. Pass it over to Chaddock. Kicks it out to Dawson. Dawson over to Christensen. Down to the corner. Dawson driving. Looks around. Passes to Christensen. Puts it up for two. And it is good. Megan Christensen with 2 points. Burdock's bringing it back the other way for the Senators. Kicks it out to Snyder. Snyder puts it up for three. And it is good.
Snyder's first basket of the game.
Better late, never. Snyder with the first basket. There we go. So Lake Erie coming back the other way. The Senators showing full court press here. It was stolen, but it was knocked, touched out of bounds by Turner.
Good job by Turner. Got a hold of it, but just a little bit too far out of her reach to keep it in and keep possession.
So Lake Erie will maintain possession. Gabor with it, kicks it back over to Chaddix. Chaddix slows things down. Kicks over to Christensen. Drives in but loses possession, and Burdock will pick it up. Quickly back the other way comes Burdock. Kicks out to Turner. Turner out to Snyder. Snyder pulls it from 3. Just off the rim. Tries to rebound. We'll call it jump ball.
And that'll go in the possession of Davis and Elkins, so Johnson will get the rebound. The only other score in the Great Midwest Athletic Conference right now, Ohio Dominican and Hillsdale. Ohio Dominican leads 27-24 with 4:53 to go in the second.
Snyder pulls it from 3. She misses, but she is fouled. Foul go against, was it number 22 there?
Sophie Sonneman with it, her second.
There we go. So Snyder will go to the line and shoot 3 for the Senators. Snyder coming in the season perfect from the free throw line. And she misses her first one. We can call that the broadcast jinx.
It's the second time this afternoon we've done it.
Snyder goes for her second free throw. That one rattles in. Snyder coming in averaging just under 7 points a game. So far she has 4 points. Third free throw is up and through. Scores 2 from 3 from the line, and the Lake Erie will inbound the ball. Senators showing a full court press here. Lake Erie showing good passing to beat it. Gabor with the ball to the inside. Kicks it out, but we'll call it kickball on the Senators. So Lake Erie will maintain possession. 5:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Lake Erie leading 68-55. Lake Erie inbounds Dawson, pulls up from the free throw line, and it is good.
It's her 6th basket of the game. She's got 15 points.
Centers quickly back the other way. Dukes pulls it from 3. Off the rim, rebound by Chaddix. Lake Erie's rolling the other way. Chaddix pulls it up, and it is good. That's for Chaddix. The 4th shot of the game. 4th made bucket.
She's got 9 points. Came in averaging 12.8 per contest.
Center's going to pass it ahead, but a great play there made by Christine Dawson. Keeping open 3. So the ball goes out of bounds Lake Erie. Senators maintain possession. Burdock passes to Dukes. Drives. But they will call a foul. No bucket. Foul on number 23. Megan Christensen. She picks up her first.
Ashley West will check into the game. It's the 3rd team foul against Lake Erie.
Burdock starts with the ball. She drives in, pulls back, passes it out to Snyder, who pulls it up for 3. No good. In and out. Rebound by Chaddix. Senators have called off the full court press here. Burdock applying pressure. Pass over to Gabor. Gabor drives, kicks it back out to Dawson. Dawson pulled up for 2. And in and out. Rebound Johnson, but she loses it. Picked up by Snyder. Snyder passes it to Turner. He passes it ahead to Dukes. She drives, kicks it to Turner. Turner pulls for 3. No good. Rebound by Dawson.
Dawson's got 15 points and 13 rebounds. Kayla Gabor with 24 points for Lake Erie. Those are the only 2 in double figures at this point.
Dawson passes inside Gabor on the cutting Gabor. Gabor picks it up, and it is good. And she's fouled on the play. Fouled by number 23, Sydney Snyder. Sydney Turner, who picks up her 2nd foul of the game.
Kayla Gabor is 10 for 12 from the field in the game, including 2 for 3 from behind the arc. She's perfect from the stripe as well.
Continue that streak. She makes her free throw. Lake Erie's really been driven today by Kayla Gabor and Christine Dawson. as they combined for, 42 of the points so far scored? With 75?
42 of 75 as Lake Erie has their largest lead of the game here with 4:05 remaining at 20
Burdock
points.
drives in, kicks it out. Turner from 3, and is good. Sydney Turner with her 5th 3 of the game.
She's got 17 points to lead the Senators. Dukes with 16. Nobody else close to double figures.
Lake Erie beating the full court press that the Senators put back on. Chaddock slows things down. She passed it out. Christensen back to back to Chaddock. She pulls for 2, in and out. But rebound Dawson, who puts it back in.
Dawson's 7th basket of the game and a good putback.
They will call Dukes for the travel. This bucket will be no good.
Looks as though they call a technical foul against head coach Jason Asbell.
Kayla Gabor to the line for Lake Erie, who, as we mentioned earlier, is perfect from the line so far. And that will continue. Kayla Gabor is now 6 of 6 from the line. She puts up her second one, and it is good. It's a perfect 7 of 7 from the line to push the lead to 21 for Lake Erie by a score of 79-58. Lake Erie will have possession after the technical. Gabor inbounds to Dawson, back to Gabor. Centers applying a full court press here. The ball is stolen by Burdock. Burdock comes back the other way, kicks it out to Dukes. Over to Turner. Back to Dukes, inside to Johnson, who puts it up and it's good. Jamaya Johnson with her 3rd basket of the game. Well, the inbound pass is stolen by Leah Dukes. Dukes kicks out to Turner. Turner pulls from 3. No good, but rebound by Burdock. Goes to pass in bounds, but stolen by Gabor. Gabor back the other way to West. West lays it in, no good. But they will call a foul on Sydney Snyder. She picks up her 2nd foul of the game. 4th foul this quarter for the Senators. So West will go to the line to shoot 2.
West 2 for 4 from the stripe in the game.
The first free throw is up and good. 9 points for West today.
Chance to reach double figures.
And there it is. She puts through her 2nd rebound. Ashley West with 10 points, and Senators quickly back the other way. Burdock knifing through defenders here. Kicks it out to Dukes. Dukes drives, steps back. Driving around, but her pass to Burdock is stolen. By Chaddock, Chaddock's to West, West up to Gabor. Gabor with the layup.
Gabor's 11th basket of the game, and she's hit 31.
Burdock back the other way. Layup's missed, but she is fouled. Fouled by number 44, Dawson. That's her 4th foul of the game. And the 4th one this quarter for Lake Erie. So Burdock will go to the line to shoot 2. On the season, Burdock is shooting 82% from the free throw line.
Coming into the game, she was averaging 11.1 points. Just 2 points at this
She misses her first free throw.
point of the contest.
Second free throw is 3, so she's now at 3 points for the day. We have a timeout here by Lake Erie. So as they take a timeout, we'll take one also. We'll be right back here with you on the Senators Sports Network. So Lake Erie's inbounding the ball into Dawson. Senators have a full court press going on. They do get ahead of Chaddock, so they cross the half court line. Chaddock slows up everything down as people catch up. Chaddock's taking her time, surveying the field. She'll pull back as they reset.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
6 seconds on the shot clock, so something has to come quick. Gabor from 3, in and out.
Johnson will pull it down.
But there is a foul on the play.
They're going to call the foul on Megan Christensen, her second.
5th foul this quarter, so Armstrong will go to the line.
I thought it was going to be Johnson that pulled it down, but the foul was against Armstrong, so she's the one shooting.
Armstrong's first free throw is good.
It's her first point of the game. She's shooting 90% coming in from the stripe.
As we had mentioned earlier, Gabor had only missed 2 shots coming into the last throw, or last free throw, or excuse me, her last 3-point attempt. She did miss it. Now she is up to 3 misses on the day, which is kind of astounding. She's taking 14 attempts. Armstrong's second free throw is up and through. So Armstrong with 2 points on the game. Lake Erie trying to beat the full court press. They managed to do so, and Chaddock slows everything down and resets for the Storm. 1.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Dawson with the ball. Inside to Gabor, who puts it up, and good for Kayla Gabor. Gabor's now up to 33 on the game. Center's pass inside to Johnson. Johnson puts up and misses. Nobody can control the rebound. The ball is out on Lake Erie. So Senators maintain possession.
70 seconds to go on the clock.
Brandon Bauer checks in for the Storm as they bring out Christine Dawson.
Heading into the final minute here with this one all but wrapped up as Lake Erie leads 85-63. Quickly look ahead for the visitors. They'll travel to Kentucky Wesleyan on Tuesday. They'll play at Kentucky Wesleyan for their final game before their winter break. They'll face Trevecca and Hillsdale on the 30th and the 4th of January in the new year. As Kilpatrick lays that one in for her first points of the game. For the Senators, they'll travel up to Hillsdale, their farthest road trip of the season. That one will be on Tuesday, scheduled for 3 p.m. The Senators will return home to face Findlay on the 30th, Ursuline on New Year's Day, and then Salem International, Ohio Valley, Ohio Dominican, and Cedarville as 6 games at home to start the second half of the year once they get back from their winter break over the holidays.
So under 40 seconds to go. Lake Erie with the ball. Jordan kicks it out. There we go. We have a foul.
And they'll say Lepore traveled there.
So we'll be sending the ball with under 35 seconds to go. Kilpatrick bringing her down the floor. Passes over to Armstrong. Armstrong drives, passes out to Johnson. Johnson pulls from 3. No good. Rebound's fought for, and it'll be a jump ball, so possession will go to Lake Erie.
Kayla Gabor will get it. It's her 4th rebound of the game to go with her 33 points. One of the 2 stars of the game for me, Christine Dawson, 17 points, 14 rebounds. The double-double would be the other. Shot clock is done, and now a foul by Jay Kilpatrick. It's her 4th. It'll send Kayla Gabor to the line for a chance to get to 35. She can sink her 2 free throws.
And so far, she's perfect on the day from the line, 7 of 7.
Came in shooting 86%.
First one is up and good. So she's a perfect 8 of 8 from the line so far.
Taylor Stevens will check into the game for Lake Erie. It's her first minutes of action.
Gabor's second free throw is up and good. 9 of 9 from the line, and she will check out.
And Paige Tranchetta will also check in. So everybody for Lake Erie will play today.
Less than 5 seconds to go. Kilpatrick passes out to Snyder. Snyder pulls from 3. No good.
The clock will expire. So Lake